Hello, everyone. My name is Milana Popova, and I'm the head of the Reuse Services at Europeana. I'm very happy to welcome you today and to tell you more what Europeana is and what we can offer for education. I will focus on 3 points. First, I'll present you the diversity of our digital culture content. Secondly, I'll talk a bit more about the free tools Europeana provides to use and access this content. And finally, I'll talk about the financial support Europeana offers for the development of educational resources. So I hope that you'll find this webinar both inspiring and useful, and that you'll feel motivated to use our content to enrich your educational resources and to inspire learners across the world. So let me start with a brief introduction of Europeana. We are Europe's digital cultural heritage platform, and we are founded and funded by the European Commission. We started around 10 years ago with a rather modest website with only a few millions of content, but we grew up exponentially, and we currently give us access to over 50 million items coming from over 3,700 libraries, museums, galleries, and archives across Europe. So this huge database represents great media, thematic, and linguistic variety. You can find anything from images, text, audio, and video files, as well as 3D content. You can also browse anything from digitized books, paintings, maps, films, newsreels, really a great variety of content. You can find content in 22 languages and growing, and our virtual exhibitions are available in 12 languages. Saying virtual exhibitions, I'd like to point out that you can browse the whole databases of Europeana, all these over 50 million items, but you can go directly to our curated content. These are the curated exhibitions and our theme collections, currently on 3 themes: music, art, and fashion. You can also access and use this content in 2 ways. First one is you just manually search on our platform, you find the content you'd like to use, and you download this content and use it if it's openly licensed. And the second options we provide is the API, Application Programming Interface, which is a more automated access. So it allows you to retrieve and display Europeana content in external environments, but more about it in the next slides. So this is how Europeana website looks like, and now I invite you to open the portal, open the website in your computers and to explore together with me. So as you can see, the central part of our website is very visual, and it contains the search box where you can start your discovery journey. On the top bar, you have some quick links. You can immediately jump into our collections, again on the 3 topics. You can explore the collection using particular filters like colors or time periods, or you can go directly to our exhibitions. Below the central image, you can see some links to our thematic highlights, our thematic collections, or featured applications, or featured campaigns like the Art Nouveau right now. So let me dive a bit more into the content side. As mentioned, you start your journey by entering keywords in our main search box on the home page, and your search brings back a lot of results, which can be organized in either grid or list format, and you can also decide how many items you can see on one page. You can narrow down your search by using the various filters which are available on your left-hand menu. So you can decide to look in all Europeana collections or only in a particular thematic collections. You can look for a specific type of media, image, text, sounds, video, or 3D. And I advise you strongly to tick the box only items with links to media, because it brings you up content which can be downloaded directly from Europeana. Otherwise, you have to go to the provider's website to download it. A very important filter is the Can I Use It filter, because it allows you to find about items license and respectively how you can use it. And finally, you can use various other filters like, okay, I want to select content from a particular institutions, from a particular country, or in a specific language. As mentioned, the Can I Use It filter is very important. And here you can see a short screenshot. You can use this filter to find content which is available on a specific license label. For educational use, we strongly advise you to use the free to use filter, and you can select the type of license, the public domain mark, the CC BY, CC BY SA, or CC0, which are available for free reuse. A bit more on the licensing side. The freely reusable content is labeled with 4 licenses: public domain mark, Creative Commons 0, Creative Commons BY, and CC BY SA. The public domain label works can be freely used for commercial and non-commercial purposes, and you should always credit the work. What do the abbreviations mean? The Creative Commons licenses abbreviations are, as you can see on the screen. The CC BY means that you're required to credit the work. The CC BY SA, meaning share alike, requires you to share your own work under identical terms. CC BY NC stands for non-commercial, obviously permits only non-commercial use of the work. And the final one, ND, non-derivative, requires that, or actually doesn't allow you to change the item in any way. You can find more detailed explanation on each right statement in the link provided on this website. And I can now tell you more how you can find your way regarding licenses on the page. So once you got all the results on Europeana for a particular search, and you select a particular item, the item page opens. So this is how it looks like. So you have the image, and you have a lot of metadata: the title, the description, the providing country, etc., etc. On the right side, you can see the license information. Can I use it? It's highlighted here on this slide, and you can see that it's available for free use. It's marked public domain. What's important is that you can also download the image. You can't see the download button, but you can see it on the website, and you can use the attribution, which is available either as plain text or HTML. Okay, so this was about the manual search and download. And I would like to tell you more about our APIs, which are web services allowing users to search, retrieve, and display relevant Europeana content in external online environments such as application, websites, games, etc. We offer currently 4 APIs, and they're all free and available after a simple registration process. We need only an email and your name. So the 4 APIs, very briefly, I'll introduce them. The REST API is the most frequently used API and enables users to filter records by a variety of data fields, from a data creator to media type and size. The second API, the linked Open Data API, allows users to to explore, access, and download metadata through our Sparkle endpoint. Europeana OAI PMH service supports users to harvest the entirety or a selection of all Europeana metadata. And finally, the Annotation API, as the name suggests, allows users to generate, update, and retrieve annotations for objects in our collection. You can find a lot of documentation on this API online, It's under a specialized website, labs.europeana.eu. If you have specific questions, you can post them in our API forum or send them directly to api@europeana.eu. So we have all this content and free technology available to anyone interested in using them. And we worked already with various partners, from commercial to non-commercial partners, as well Ministries of Education, to create on various projects. So in the next minutes, I'll present a few case studies, one for each type of partner. And I'll start with the commercial ones. Art Stories Faces is an educational application for primary school children between 5 and 10 years old. And it allows children to discover and learn about art while having fun. The app uses 5 portraits from Europeana collections, and it's very well received so far. We have up to now 500 downloads. The app was featured on the Apple Store in multiple countries and categories, and it's also used in an open family village of the Italian tour operator Alpi Tour in Fuerteventura. The second example, Historiana. This is the online platform of the European Association of History Educators, and we worked with Euroclio on integrating our content on this platform for history educators. As you can see, there is currently a collection of featured data sets with Europeana content on topics from Stalin to Jeanne d'Arc to Queen Victoria. We also integrated our content via search field on Historiana, so teachers can do a free search and get results from the Europeana collections. Once they have their preferred resources, either from the featured Europeana collections or via the search box on Historiana, they can start creating learning activities and pedagogical scenarios with the Europeana content. And my final example is a collaboration with the French Ministry of Education. We are currently in a pilot, which is about integrating Europeana content in the national portal EduTech. And here you can find more information about EduTech. As you can see, this is a great outreach. We could reach through the portal over 126,000 primary and over 850,000 secondary teachers. The third component of our offer is FunBank, how we support the development of educational activities. We do that in 3 ways. First, by organizing Europeana challenges, and these are online competitions on particular themes. For now, we organize 2 challenges a year, and we provide prizes between 10 and 20,000 euro. The idea of these challenges is to identify and support projects, sustainable projects, which enable users to experience Europeana content in innovative ways. These challenges are open to applicants worldwide and usually are quite well covered from a promotional point of view. And till now, we organized 2 challenges, one which was on 3 topics, music, art, and First World War, and the second one was in October last year on the theme of fashion. The second way of funding educational resources is through match funding. Match funding is a way of co-investment of the crowd and private and public institutions to support projects on a particular topic. For each crowd donation, the private or public institution provides the matching amount of money. To give you an example, with the latest Europeana match funding call, for each €1 from the crowd, Europeana provides €1 with a limit of €100 per donation, individual donation, and €3,500 per project. Our match funding call had the price of €10,000, which is to support up to 3 creative projects in secondary education. It was launched in February, and we just closed the application period, and we are in the process of selecting these 3 projects. Finally, we organized Investor Forum, which aimed to bring together the developer of educational resources as well investors, and to enable these projects to get extra funding to support their growth. How can you find out more about what we do and get involved with Europeana? We launched just last week a dedicated space on our website, Europeana Professional. It's available on the pro.europeana.eu. And this dedicated space features our partnerships, our case studies, and resources. You can also join our thematic LinkedIn group, which is open for everyone interested in using and promoting Europeana4Education. You just search for Europeana4Education, that's how the group is called. Finally, we introduced and have been using extensively already the hashtag Europeana4Education across all channels to support our online identity. And we introduced a special logo, again, for stronger branding. I'll tell you a bit more about the resources available under our educational section because I believe this is the most relevant for you. There are different types of resources. We have recommendations for content picks, as well links to our APIs, so the technology. But we also provide slides on the topics of education from our previous events and presentations, as well promotional resources. Here you can see a screenshot from our leaflet, which introduces our educational offer. We also provide a guide for educators, which summarizes all main points and main blocks of information which are relevant for educators. And finally, we have policy documents. So here you can see a screenshot of Europeana4Education and learning recommendations, which are developed as a cooperation between Europeana and the representatives of ministries of culture across Europe. I'll be happy to answer any questions just in a few seconds. For now, I just want to say thank you and to invite you again, go to our dedicated space, join our LinkedIn group, reach us via Twitter, or schedule a Skype meeting to discuss an opportunity. Thank you very much.